What is up, beautiful people? It's your homie Nick, and we're in it to win it as we continue to put a dent in it. Yes, we are here today on this beautiful Sunday, rocking with you, beautiful people, to check out the documentary from I always forget his name. That's what I was saying. Oh. Today we were checking out the documentary by Larry Elder. It is called Uncle Tom, and from what I can guess, this is given the argument, or if you will, even conservative argument, withstanding or stance from a black man's point of view as to why the negative term of being Uncle Tom should not necessarily be seen as a negative. At least that's the that's what I'm assuming. I don't know that much, so I'm kind of guessing. So you guys know, I like to go in blind. So without further ado, before we get started, let me check one more thing. Okay. All right. Without further ado, let's get to it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to this documentary. Let's take the red pill. Let's continue on this journey of learning. I'm with you, you with me. If you would, please, ma'am, sir, strap in. I didn't like that strap. I'm going to strap one more time. I'm silly. All right. I'm ready. You ready? The video's ready. And engage. All right. All right, trying to open a store in black and white. I think we've all been there.
I care deeply about black people and the issues of black people.
Okay.
But I care deeply about the issues of all people. I want to look at things objectively. When I look at what policies I believe will help not only black people, but what would help all people, I voice that. And because I stand in opposition, that makes me an Uncle Tom. I used to get very offended and upset.
I don't know if that I don't know if that makes me Uncle Tom. I gotta hit an argument first. Let's see. Let's see if that's a thing where what people want to call you. If there's any backing behind that, we're gonna see. We're gonna judge. We're sorry, we're not gonna judge. We can't judge. We have no. We're gonna investigate. All right, we're very close eye on things. All right, back to it.
That whenever people would call me an Uncle Tom, I think I'm in a place now when someone calls me that, like, I kind of pity them because of their ignorance. It just shows that they haven't actually read the book.
Yeah, see, that's why we actually stop and we look into things and we research here on this channel. We don't just judge. jump to conclusions. We will actually sit down and read the book, even though we will make a couple of jokes about about the title. Back to it.
Whenever someone calls you an Uncle Tom, what they're trying to communicate is that either you just do not like black people and you see all black people as trash, or they're trying to communicate that, oh, you're just trying to fit in with white people. You're trying to be accepted among whites. And so I'm going to call you this derogatory word to put you in your place and to remind you you'll never be accepted by whites. You'll always be just a black nigga.
There's people who find my Instagram and comment on it just to call me Uncle Tom, House Negro. I never thought that I would be called, such racist and derogatory terms.
Uncle Tom.
Uncle Tom.
Uncle Tom, coon, bedwench.
Bootlicker. Chuck E.
Bedwench.
John.
House Negro. Coon.
Where does bedwench come from? If you guys know about bedwench, please explain in the comments. Bedwench. Is that hoe? Is it pretty much calling them like an old hoe? Bedwench. That doesn't sound like a. No. I mean, like, that wouldn't be considered like this same as the opposite. I mean, just the polar opposite or the female equivalent of an Uncle Tom, right? No, right? They're like a equivalent of. What is the female equivalent of a female Uncle Tom? Actually, put that down in the comments too. And inform me on that one. What is the female equivalent of the word Uncle Tom? Because I don't think it's bedwench. Anyway, I digress. Back to it.
Uncle Tom and Coon. Matter of fact, I have a Coon Award over there. Coon of the Year Award.
They call us the Coon.
For Indians like me, you're an Uncle Patel. Uncle Ruckus. Afraid be the...
He said he had an Uncle Tom Award. I know, excuse me, not Uncle Tom. He said he had a Coon Award. Who did that, bro? Who sent that man a Coon Award? Oh, that's messed up, bro. He said something. He said something that messed up somebody's day. All right. Back to it. This is crazy already, though.
White God and his son, White G.
The guy from Get Out, they put his face on my post.
I find that the African American experience for me has been, for the most part, very good.
I think the funniest thing I've ever been called, the most absurd thing, is a black white supremacist. It's like the old Chappelle skit, clean things. You go,
White power!
it must be real.
People say crazy things. Leftists say the craziest shit to you.
Don't try to twist what I say.
But that's what you're saying.
Your narrative. That is not what I'm saying.
That is what you're saying.
That is. You can't tell me what I'm saying.
I know you, Lenore. That's what you're saying.
You don't know me.
You sound like all of them.
Oh, yeah. Okay, and guess what? You sound like all them Uncle Toms. Now,
See
how
there?
about that?
I knew it. Lenore,
Now,
it's good to
how
hear
about
from you.
that?
It's good to hear from you.
I knew it.
Go drop dead.
All right. Thank you, Lenore. What a sweet lady.
And Uncle Tom is somebody who has sold out by embracing the white man, by becoming a Republican, by rejecting the idea that you're a victim, by supporting things like hard work, accountability, and low taxes, by refusing to think of yourself as a black person first as opposed to as an American who is black.
Your skin color should dictate how you think and what you say. The only way I can operate as a human being.
Huh. Now, see, that's interesting, man. See, because the household I was raised up in, we were raised and we were told not to be Uncle Toms, but we were also told not to expect any handouts. You know, so I don't know. And I mean, and you know, and like even in my experience of life, like I just like most recently in my life, I actually did like take some help, or I thought I was taking some help from someone, and it actually ended up being a negative. It was not helpful at all. It was very negative, very icky time that I just really don't even want to associate myself with anymore. So, um, ah, this is it's an interesting point of view, man, because anytime I've heard Uncle Tom or someone called Uncle Tom, um, in my experience, he was deserving. like they maybe it was a wrong point of view at a certain time, but I don't know, man. I don't know these cats. I haven't seen any of these cats say anything weird, but it is a derogatory term. Now I've had a derogatory term of being, well, I guess not a derogatory term if you if you are Caucasian, but I've had I've had white kids accuse me of being not black enough, or even along as well as black kids, because speaking a certain way, or saying something like, oh, you're a brother, but you're not like a brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you question them on that, and then that's when they back down, like, well, no. It's like, well, yeah, because I think it's. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of like a glitch in the culture a little bit, but it also stems from. Well, like many things, it stems from a very negative time in this country, and in the, I guess the overall evolution in becoming a full blown citizen as a black person here in America. Like it's ingrained. The very cautious step of trusting someone who is white, and then also trusting someone who you may perceive as that person wanting to be white. So automatically, if you don't trust white people from your experience in this country, from negative from a negative point, and you see someone that wants to be that, you automatically do not trust them. Automatically. Whew, this is a lot. Are we done yet? No? Alright. I'm sorry. But back to it.
Is via my skin color. I can't operate via my intelligence or the things I've accomplished. My resume should be I'm black.
And Uncle Tom has traditionally been a black person that tried to serve and scurry favor with white people.
So they believe that I want to be accepted in the white community. Kind of like the house Negro back in slavery. That I'm in the house. Master, what can I do for you? And I'm going to suck up to them and leave my people behind.
Most black people don't believe that other blacks can be independent, free thinkers, or
You
stand up,
definitely don't.
or stand up for what is right. They believe that if a black person stand up for what is right, they'll sell out. They're Uncle Tom. The white people have to be brainwashed.
As my late grandfathers used to say, who lived to be 94,
Oh, come on, not the
I
pizza
does
man.
not care.
Really? You gonna hit me with the pizza man? Come on, man. Oh God. Okay. Come on, bro. Like, I'm I'm open ears, y'all. Y'all know me. Squad. Come on, man. Like, but this cat has said some dumb shit in my experience, man. Like, he said some dumb shit. But he's also a doctor, so he also knows some shit. So what the? Damn if you do, damn if you don't. All right, back to it.
Because he didn't have a lot of education. He said, I does not care. So I don't care if they call me names. You know, just meet me at the bank. And we'll compare bank accounts.
I am very optimistic about the future. Frankly, I have seen certain changes in the United States over the last 2 years that surprised me. I've seen levels of compliance with the Civil Rights Bill and changes that have been most surprising. So on the basis of this, I think we may be able to get a Negro president in less than 40 years.
In churches, in bars, on the streets, Americans have been celebrating this great landmark in the long struggle for civil rights. In Chicago, the veteran black leader Jesse Jackson broke down in tears. In Atlanta, from the pulpit of Martin Luther King's old church, its pastor declared, "Tonight, we have seized the promise of America."
Well,
not to sound crazy, but, you know, white people always had Jesus. So they always had that mentality, I could be anything, even God. For me, the image of him is like, who's the most powerful person in the world? Who's considered like a god, basically? He's the president of the United States. Obama became that image for us, like that Jesus. We never looked at ourselves as being politicians. We looked at ourselves as rappers or football, basketball players, drug dealers. That's why I think Obama was important in becoming president, because it gave us that optic. Like, we could be whatever we want to be.
Now, what he's saying is true. There's nothing. He's not saying anything negative or wrong. That's very, very much true. The fact that Obama was president does give a lot of black people a lot of inspiration, which is very much needed in the country. You know, especially if you're going to come from the standpoint of you believing that black people from the black community need to be pulling themselves up by their bootstraps. Well, in order to pull yourself up by the bootstraps, you need confidence. Seeing a black man president boosts confidence. Does it not? Now, as for policy-wise, as to what he's done, we can look more into that. But so far, what this man has just said about the positive influence of seeing Barack Obama in office as a black man to the black community is very much true and very much a positive. If you disagree with that, I would like to know why. All right, let's get back to it.
It was America finally feeling that we could let go. Just let go and say we finally did it. Progress is here. I cried when he won.
Looks like a concert.
I never thought in my lifetime that it would happen. But it happened tonight. It's a reality and we did it. America is now more united. We did it.
Because I can't believe that I got the opportunity to live to see something so great. Like, I can't describe it. Let's look around. It's all young people, all colors. I believe when you dream, your dreams can come true. Who would have thought that this year a man like this will be elected as the president of the United States? This is the beauty of America. God bless America. God bless America.
I became a Christian back in 2009. The year prior, I voted for Barack Obama. I was really passionate about Barack Obama and his policies.
Excuse me.
I was having a conversation with a friend, and I was telling him how, like, I'm a Democrat because, you know, the Democrat policy is pro-Medicaid, pro-government benefits, all these things that can help, you know, poor urban communities. And doesn't the Bible say that we're supposed to look out for poor people? And this friend of mine, who's also a Christian, said, well, was it talking about the government or was it talking about you? And I thought, you know, that's very interesting. And so I went back and read it, and it was talking about me. A lot of the way that I saw things began to change, but I was still a Democrat. This friend of mine challenged me to go and read the Republican platform and read the Democrat platform and see where my values and my views line up. My whole mindset was changing, you know, around this time. And so I took him up on that offer. I went and I read the entire Democrat platform and I read the entire Republican platform. And I was like, man, I'm a Republican.
I have learned to go beyond.
That's interesting right there. That is very interesting. He read both platforms, and based off of his ideology as a person, he saw that he identified as a Republican rather than a Democrat. That is wow. That is very interesting. And it's also interesting to know. All right, I'm assuming he went down the road. He's a Republican now. But, now, I'm interested in reading, what both say. And, yeah, well, that's what we do here, so we'll definitely be checking that out. I'll be noting that. Get something to be noting that. Hold on just a second. I got it. Okay. Got it. All right. Now, we're obviously going to have to be breaking this up into parts. So I think we're going to be leaving this right here for right now. And we're going to be continuing the rest of it next Sunday. So please be back to join me then. We'll continue to dissect this and pick it away. You guys let me know what you guys think so far down in the comments. Share your thoughts. You know, I love the feedback. And I love to grow as we do this and continue to go down this journey here. Thank you very much for joining me. I appreciate it very much. But yeah, that's going to be it for this reaction. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to give this video a like. Make sure to hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. and join me on NicNewson Reactions at on Instagram, and join me on Twitter at NicNewson. Also, be sure to donate to the channel if you feel like, and you can do that with the Cash App. The information will be down in the description below, but to add me to your Cash App, once again, it's the Cash App, the cash symbol, and then that'd be NicNewson, that'd be NicNewson, and the Patreon link is also down below in the description. All right, I enjoyed this very much. Hope you guys had fun with this documentary, rocking with me, and I'll be seeing you guys more later in the week. All right, that's it for this. So I'll be seeing you in a bit. Okay, see you in the other video now, baby. Boom.